What's up, good people, and welcome back to my channel where we bond over our favorite TV shows, trending topics, and everything in between that we care about. So today, I am here with a Shanquella Robinson video update of sorts. I wanted to come today with this particular video because I've been receiving messages and in our VIP text community, seeing them in our private Facebook group, and I've been seeing people say, "Hey, did you see that Dejanay got arrested?" And I knew what clip people were talking about because ABC 7 News reported on Thanksgiving Day that one of Shanquella's friends, one of the aggressors, had been arrested, and because and they were saying specifically the one that was seen in the video. We know that the video that went viral was the video that actually had Dejanay being the aggressor against Shanquella Robinson. However, we also know that speculation, aka word on the street, is that Winter Donovan. There's a second video that implicates Winter Donovan as well, and they're saying that that particular video shows Winter causing the fatal blow to Shanquella Robinson by body slamming her. And from that, she never got up again. Well, again, the news reported it. I can see how people kind of took that to be factual. However, for me, it was very odd when I saw it myself, knowing that there was no one else reporting on it. There were no other news outlets picking it up. And my second thought was, I think that this was a miscommunication of sorts, misinformation. Either the uh, broadcaster herself rather, miscommunicated it, or it was written in the copy wrong, et cetera, or it was just a miscommunication between us knowing that the arrest warrant has been issued for, again, the unnamed suspect. We're assuming that is Dejanay, but we don't know for a fact because Mexico has not stated which particular friend that they are looking for, or I use that term loosely, you know what I'm saying? The aggressor, predator. So I will say though, when I at first when I heard it, before I got to watch it myself, and was like, oh wow, they arrested her on Thanksgiving. And I was like, what type, that's poetic justice. That was great. However, I was like, a little odd too, but hey, she deserved it if she lost her Thanksgiving with her family and be the last one and it got cut short. However, yeah, it was just another piece that just wasn't quite adding up for me. So that now, when you look, when we play this, I'm going to play it for you so that you know what I'm speaking of. But now, well, I'll play it first. Let's play it first.
Warrant has been issued in the death of a North Carolina woman killed while vacationing in Mexico. An autopsy report showing Shanquella Robinson died of a broken neck and spine. Authorities have arrested a friend of Robinson's who was also on that trip. The U.S. State Department and FBI have also been involved in investigating this case.
So as you see in that clip, they specifically say that the friend has been arrested. However, again, I've heard nothing else about it. I've seen it nowhere else. It's not going viral, which if it was true, it would. The other piece is now when you go to their website and when you look up this particular article that has this video clip linked to it, there's an entirely different video clip linked to it. So within an hour, it looks like they had cleaned this up, but I didn't see any retraction of the first video. So those who caught that, who happen to be catching these sort of things on Thanksgiving, and I think that's kind of why another reason why, although it did go live, that this didn't take off quicker because of the fact that it went out on Thanksgiving and people were just probably occupied with other things. And it looks like it was only up, a couple hours or so. And so it's now gone. So I think we can officially say that that would back up the fact that it is not true, that the aggressor, perpetrator, whether it's Dejanay or Winter, and we're pretty sure it's talking about Dejanay, but whoever it is still out on the run. And so that leads me into the second news clipping, or I should say video clip, that I came across on today. And the reason it made me click on it was because it said update. But then when you watch it, it's like clickbait, not update, but clickbait. But anyway, since I became victimized by this clickbait, I'll I'll have you take you guys on this ride with me because it threw me off a little bit because of the fact that it basically was alluding to the person, the unnamed person, perpetrator, being escaping the country. And so I was like, oh wow, how did either one of them, either any of these perpetrators, how did they get out of the country? Because last I heard, they had taken their passports, that passports were revoked. You guys will see how I got thrown off a little bit by this. And also I wanted to play this for clarity because some of you may get thrown off by this a little bit too, or maybe not now that I'm kind of giving the heads up. But anyway, let's listen to this news clip here.
Mexican authorities pursuing their case against an American suspected of killing an acquaintance at a luxury resort. They're looking to extradite the suspect to face charges. ABC's Zareen Shaw joins us with more as that woman still hasn't been named. Zareen, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Janae. A 25-year-old went down to Mexico with some friends to celebrate someone's birthday. And just one day into that vacation, she turned up dead. And now officials have another big problem on their hands. Their prime suspect is no longer in the country. This morning, a potential legal limbo as Mexican prosecutors seek to extradite an acquaintance of Shanquella Robinson, the North Carolina woman found dead while vacationing in Mexico. Authorities are not currently naming her, but say she is a direct aggressor against the 25-year-old after a video online, too violent to show, reveals Robinson assaulted in her hotel room. Mexican authorities issuing an arrest warrant for that acquaintance, now back in America, for the crime of femicide, the act of killing a woman based on her gender.
On the one hand, the U.S. government is going to take this seriously, and on the other hand, it's not obligated to turn her over.
Robinson's family wants answers.
I'm just waiting on that day when someone can be arrested. That's all I'm waiting on.
As for those contradictions, Dan Abrams tells us that can happen when you have different officials looking into the same case, but that can be problematic for prosecutors. Janae?
So you see that news clipping or that new video clip where in the very beginning, they reported that the person was no longer in the country. And so I thought they were talking about America. Then later on, they said that the person is back in America or whatever. And so I was like, oh, okay, they meant Mexico. So basically, in summary, this is saying that, again, reiterating, because now this is within 4 hours of me doing this particular video is when this news segment came out. The person, whether again is Dejanay or any of the other perpetrators, Winter Donovan or whoever else, they are still on the loose. Whether the FBI knows exactly where they are and they're just waiting, for the right moment, etc., who knows? However, they are not arrested, as was reported on Thanksgiving, and that is still being spread on social media on a smaller degree. They are not arrested. No one is arrested yet. There is a warrant out for one of them. The other piece is, like the guy in this newscast was saying, America is not required, but they've stated that they're going to cooperate totally. So I don't think that's going to be the issue at all. I think they're just going to go through all the technicalities and the red tape, et cetera, and make this extradition happen. And then the last piece that made me want to do this particular video, although I felt like this information is out and has been, well, I will say yesterday's misinformation about the arrest has not been clarified. It's just like it went away. And there are some people that still don't know that it went away, that it's not true. But the other piece was that, as she stated in the end, this reporter, that it's being stated that when you have different agencies involved in anything like this, the miscommunication and misinformation and all of that it comes with the territory. And we're seeing that clearly with everything from the death certificate, the medical report, the timeline, all of these things. I believe that most of it will get cleared up as, you know, that we get near the trial, as the trial happens, etc. But I think it's important that those of us who are, you know, blogging or just the, you know, John Q. Public or Jane Q. Public, who are just kind of following the story, that we be mindful that we need to make sure we're vetting some of this information, well, vetting all of the information before spreading it as facts, or at the very least, let it be known that this is opinion based, et cetera, so that we don't add to the damage of misinformation. As the reporter also said, this sort of thing would, like, they're already going to have major issues in this case, with the misinformation, the documentation that's not matching, the timelines that's not matching, etc. Those are things that could potentially lead to a mistrial that could get these perpetrators off. That's a conversation in and of itself. And I pray to God that that does not happen, but just be mindful that, you know, anything is possible when it comes to these sort of things, because it's very conflated, like what's out here, this information. So with that, I just wanted to come with this to give some level of clarity for the people who are messaging me personally, you know, in our VIP text community and our Facebook group, etc. Just wanted to let you guys know that I am aware, and there's a reason why I did not report on it. So, you know, some of this is being done for clicks and views. Even the news, even these major news outlets do some of this for clicks and views. And speaking of clicks and views, if you've made it to this point in the video, please like this video below. Subscribe if you haven't and you enjoy this content or think you may enjoy this content. And also, you can follow us and become a part of this community, our VIP text community, our VIP Facebook community, and our Patreon community. All of that information is linked below and pinned in our comment section and also in our description area. So with that, until next time, until I upload the next video, make sure to take care and be blessed. Peace.
Hey, popping like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into. Hit the ground running like the rent do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seem like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh, now they know us. See, it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I fit for the flex. Clear the phone call, hit my chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the jets. Save a couple hundred by your with the rest.